come down Southwestern Highway. We're going to take a shortcut through Dwelling up out to Williams, because we heard there's a lot of roadworks going on between Williams and Perth on Albany Highway, and we're currently stuck on Southwestern Highway in some roadworks. Sometimes you can't get away. So we just passed through Dwelling Up. This was supposed to be our first video, talking about how we're doing this to avoid the roadworks, and then we obviously got stuck in them. So yeah, nice little drive through. For us, it's going to add about 35 k's to our journey, but it's very scenic, quite nice. Just behind me here, we're putting the final touches on the Novice Agility course, which is what we're going to be running. But I'll take you for a walk on the course and show you what it's all about. Alright, come walk the course with me. How you feeling, bud? Pumped? Ready to rock? That's a ticket. So this was our first ever competitive run at agility. The big difference between agility and jumping is a couple of extra obstacles in there. You have to go over the contacts, the dog walk and the A-frame in Novice, and go through the weaves. Nelson executed extremely well in this run. He's just super composed and doing what he's told, basically. The only problem we had, you'll see coming up here, is when we go into the weaves, I kind of let him go at it a bit fast, and you can see he takes the entrance a little bit quickly and can't quite keep up with himself. Usually you'd go back and correct it if it wasn't done properly, but we had a lot of good momentum going on, and I thought it would be more beneficial if he just kept running. Apart from that, absolutely solid run. He did his contacts really well, and yeah, it was just fun in general. So I'm just at, you can see behind me there, people walking. This is the second Novice Agility course, our last run for the day. This one's a little bit more technical than the first one. Hard to explain really, but the far entrance to the tunnel after the weaves, and the spot here, the tunnel and the dog walk is going to be a little bit of a challenge, but that's what it's all about. I think we'll be fine. I'm going to have to run, but I often do. Let's see what happens. This run was a bit of a show. I think probably my fault. I tried to slow Nelson down at the weaves there because we're going two obstacles down the weaves, so I turned around to face him, and while I was walking backwards I actually walked past the entrance, which caused him to miss it, and then we sort of turned and he saw the tunnel, as you'll see coming up here. I did manage to get him off it. We'd already refused the weaves at that point, which is totally my fault. And then I think he got a bit tunnel excited, and yeah, we did get him back and get through the weaves okay. And after that, it was a pretty decent sequence. We didn't have any problem going in the far end of the tunnel like I thought we might. And then just coming up here, you'll notice that we do knock the broad jump. I think I pushed him too far to the jump before it, so we had to come back quite sharply. And then this part, we go for the turn, and he's obviously looking straight at the tunnel as we come off there. I was hoping that being on the inside of the dog walk, he'd notice that one first and take it, but he does love a good tunnel. But his contacts are all pretty good. But I guess it was a big day. On this course, I'd love to talk about how happy I was that Nelson didn't suck into the tunnel at the fourth obstacle there. Well, it wasn't the fourth obstacle, but it was after 3 jumps. I kind of pulled away from it, and you can see him having a little look at it, but he didn't take it, which was awesome after all the tunneling he did yesterday. What you'll notice as I'm running along the back there, I start fiddling with my pocket. My lead was actually coming out, and I try and stuff it back in, and my hand gets stuck. So I have to signal Nelson with my opposite hand, which obviously confuses him, and he stops, so we refuse the jump, which unfortunately ruined what would have been our first clear and a perfect run otherwise. Look at him go. This was our final run for the weekend. You can see there's a bit of banter going on between myself and the table based on what I should do with my lead after my previous run. I don't have too much to say about this run. It was just executed really, really well. I don't think we could have done any better. Well, Nelson couldn't have. I could probably be in a better position at times. You'll notice that after I push him in the tunnel out the back, I have to kind of take a couple of steps back to sort myself out. But apart from that, awesome. The course itself was really nice, slightly technical and very quick, which, as you can tell, suited us to a T. It was a nice memory for our very first clear round.
Well, you are a superstar. This thing started to slide off, and I grabbed it like, oh no, I'm not doing that again. Just leave it. Good. Cheers to that. Good weekend all round.
Woo! How are you feeling now?
Yeah. I'm still coming down a bit high, like that was good. I knew we had it in us the whole time. Yeah, but just actually putting it together was really good, especially for the last run for the weekend. It's getting hot again, and it's been a full-on weekend for baby dogs. Good. Happy.